Hi, this is Katie Kahn. I'm making this video to document the process of renovating a 1973 Winnebago Brave D18 with a 318 engine that my husband and I have named Althea. Hopefully this documentation will serve three purposes. First, a reminder of how to put everything back together. Second, helpful information for others looking to do a similar renovation project. And third, motivation to see this thing through to the end. Many people get into these projects and then stop after the demo. Maybe it's because the problems keep going deeper, as you'll see. Well, let's get right into it. Our Winnebago was in mediocre condition. It had some obvious water damage by the cab windows and the brakes don't work. But at least the engine runs. Because this baby's 44 years old and housed more families of rats than people, we decided to basically gut the whole thing and start fresh. While my husband, my dad, and a friend got started on the brakes and engine, my job was to remove the carpet. Turns out everything was built over the carpet. The cabinets all had to come out, the seat belts and captain's chair mounts were bolted over the carpet, through the subfloor, and through the metal frame. It was a two-person job to remove the bolts because someone has to be under the Winnebago as well as inside to access the carriage bolts and other things secured through the floor. We also removed the steering column, parking brake, and started to take the dash out so we could get to the rest of the carpet in the cab. Despite unscrewing all the screws we could see, the dash still wouldn't come out. The manufacturer couldn't really have built the front end on top of the dash, could they? Yes they did! If you're serious about replacing your dash or wiring or carpet in the cab, you're looking at taking off the windshield, the trim around the nose, and the aluminum nose to get at the rest of the dash screws. It sounds intimidating, but it's really not that bad. Using a metal scraper, we carefully cut through the caulking around the windshield, unscrewed it, and gave it a light nudge from the inside. It fell right out. We were then able to remove the dash completely, remove the rest of the disgusting carpet, and now we have a better view of the water damage on the sidewalls by the driver and passenger windows, which turns out to be worse than we initially thought. No one is looking forward to replacing that wood. We found some weird things in the heating system, socks and bits of carpet shoved into the vents. Why? Oh yeah, the rats. Cool. There was some water damage to the walls and cabinets, so we decided to just remove all the cabinets to have easier access to the walls and fully assess the damage. We got into this project knowing we were going to build an entirely new roof with a slight slope, so we weren't careful about anything attached to the roof. We're going to replace everything pretty close to the original layout, so we're saving cabinets that are still good, and we'll use the bad ones as templates. Well, that's about it for this part of the demolition. Up next, we'll get into the engine teardown and rebuild.